All right, so let's get to it. I know that this is a small edge case, but there are plenty of times when some people need to, inside of JavaScript or any other language, be able to convert the column headers, the column names, whatever you want to call it, from A to a number, B to a number. So I decided that in JavaScript, I was just going to write this simple function. Basically, it takes in the column name, or you can change this variable to column header. And then it also takes in an optional parameter. We'll get into that a little bit later. But basically, let's say that you pass in the letter C. You want to get out the number 3. And so basically this function will do that for us. So instead of actually walking you through the code, let's just jump into the example. This is probably the most common case, and I actually already have it open in one of these tabs. I believe it is going to be this one. So as you can see, in our example, which actually did come from this exact same gist, but it's going to be inside of the one-based JS file. So what we're doing here is we hide this code, but we want to basically include this and then hide it, and then just go ahead and run this code inside of what we have called here your JS console. So basically this snippet of code will turn this string into an array because it will split it on the empty string. So the first item will be A, the second item will be B, so on and so forth. And then for each item, we're going to run through this function. And this function will basically just log out whatever was found. So A for the first one, B for the second one, A, B for the last one. And then the second thing it will print out is going to be calling the invocation of this function. So we have toColumnNumber is the function name, and then we pass the column name. And so therefore we get A turns into 1, B turns into 2. We get Z turns into 26. That's probably the most common case. And therefore we call it the one-based example because it's always going to return 1 as the smallest number. But let's say that for some reason we want to return 0 as the smallest number. That's why we have the other example, which is also given here. Here. And as you can see, if we go back to this function, we have it defined as in the header, we're passing the column name, but we're also going to be passing this variable. It says optional is 0 based, and so this indicates if the return number should be 0 base. So if 0 based, E will become 4. If it was not 0 base, then E would be 5. So that's why here we have E is 5, but now if we are passing in true 0 based, then E will be returned as 4. And so then basically we're starting at 0, we're going all the way to 25 for Z instead of 1 to 26 for Z. And then of course it continues on. So this gives us the ability to do all of, or this small edge case of converting a column header into a column number. But it's done in vanilla JavaScript. We don't have to use any other external libraries, nothing like that. You can just copy and paste this raw JavaScript into whatever file you want, and you'll be able to use it. So hopefully this helps. And if you have any questions, if you want the link, you can see it right there in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments below.